So I want to thank you guys for coming tonight. Sorry that we ran a little bit late, but we were running a little bit late because we had to wait for the Equitation Queen herself. There is nobody better in this class to demonstrate for you guys than Jessica Johnson. So that's why we're a little late, but it is absolutely going to be worth the wait. So we're going to start with the level 1 pattern. The nice thing about these patterns is they really get to showcase the rider. Yes, sorry, I thought I was loud enough. Is that better? Talk like I'm yelling at Chris? I won't need a mic then. Okay, so all of the patterns start with the same line down the center. And the cone is going to be set about 20 feet in from the gate, slightly to the right of the gate. So obviously, these classes are showing in the Noric, and today we have the roping chutes set up in here, which won't affect the first pattern, but it might impact the diagram of how Jessica has to draw the level 3. So we're going to start out here. I'm going to talk through the pattern once first, and then we'll have Jess demonstrate it. But you're going to come into the arena, start at cone A, trot right diagonal down the center of the arena, stop at the center line, back 6 to 8 steps, walk 6 to 8 steps. So keywords there are 6 to 8 steps. That doesn't mean 10 to 12, and it doesn't mean 2. Try to stay somewhere within that 6 to 8 step range. Then we're going to trot left diagonal up the center line, stop, 90-degree forehand turn to the right, right lead, canter, half a circle, simple lead change at the center, left lead, a quarter of a circle. So after you come around and get straight is where you're going to break to that trot, which is a 2-point. You're going to continue trotting until you're even with A and stop. Pattern is complete, so you could exit at a walk or you could exit at a trot. I personally would probably choose to exit at a trot. So Jess, you ready to go through? So nice forward down her line, her eye is up, looking down the length of that arena. She's going to stop right there in the center, demonstrating a nice back. She's going to demonstrate a nice forward walk. Left diagonal, and we're going to take this line not all the way to where the arena rounds, but probably about 20 feet from the end of that arena. Cantering off, using her arena space nicely, making it all the way back to that center line, to the simple lead change. Simple lead change through the trot. You can do that simple lead change through the trot or a walk. Breaking down to that trot. We're going to stop in line with A, halt for just a second, and then exit the arena. Does anybody have any questions about that pattern? Everybody's good? Okay, we're going to give Jess just a minute to read through the level 2 pattern, and I'm going to take a minute again just to thank Nutrena for sponsoring these events. It really is beneficial for the professional horseman, and the Crisis Fund has really made an impact on a lot of people's lives, and that's something that we can't take for granted. So think about that, dig a little deep when the bucket comes around, and I think there's a QR code that you can click on if you don't have any cash in your pocket. Click on that QR code and let's help us raise some money with Nutrena. So the second pattern that we're going to do here is the level 2. And this one starts out again with that, come in from A, start out on that right diagonal, stop, back 6 to 8 steps, walk, left diagonal, stop, 270 left, left lead. So we're going to left lead half a circle, simple lead change again through the walk or the trot, right lead in your 2-point position. And I will just briefly talk about this. That 2-point is at the canter. It is not at a hand gallop. So you're just going to lengthen your stride a little bit and get up into your 2-point position. It is not a hand gallop. So you're going to come around, close that circle, break to the trot in the 2-point, trot down to the exit, stop in line with A again. Jess, are you ready to go through this one? Okay. Can we demonstrate the simple lead change through the walk this time? So this really is a big long line right here. So you really want to focus on a point up ahead and make sure that you draw this line really nice and straight. So again, nice forward through her line, comes to a halt, backs, nice forward walk pace, into that left diagonal, strong trot line again, all the way up to the stop. .270 left. Cantering off left lead. Coming around, closing to center. Breaking down for that simple lead change. Had a couple of jog steps there. Nice canter off. Nice shape to her circle here. Everything on these patterns closes right back through your center line, so it's really easy to find your spots. Breaking to that trot, around her corner, nice straight line all the way to the finish. And again, stopping at cone A. Halt just for a second, show that you've maintained your halt, and then exit the arena. Does anybody have any questions about the level 2 pattern before we move on to the level 3? Nope, everybody's good? Everybody can hear me good? Good, okay. So the level 3 prelims shows tomorrow, and it is scheduled to start at about 11:30, give or take a little bit. So this pattern starts out, same line, right diagonal to the center of the arena, stop, back 6 to 8 steps, walk 6 to 8 steps, left diagonal, stop, 90-degree forehand turn right, right lead, hand gallop a circle, at the close of the circle, collect the canter, canter half a circle, simple lead change again at the center of the arena, then we're going to canter left lead a half circle, and break to the trot in your 2-point position to the center of the arena, stop, 180, forehand turn left, assume the sitting trot, and continue trotting until even with A, stop pattern is complete. You ready, Jess? Okay. So that 90-degree right this time, cantering off on your right lead, into the hand gallop, hand galloping that full circle, collecting the hand gallop back to the regular canter. Simple lead change in the middle, again, can be performed through the trot or the walk. Cantering off on your left lead, half a circle, breaking to the trot at the 2 point, trotting around, closing to that same center line. Forehand turn left, and sitting trot exit. And then Jess is obviously not going to be able to go all the way down to stop in line with A because of the roping chutes, but you're going to trot down in line with A, halt again, pattern is complete, and we're going to exit. Does anybody have any questions? Once again, I think these are great patterns to really showcase the riders. I think they're great for the horses. There's no tricky parts to it. It's all very flowing. I want to thank Jess again.